Okay, well, welcome to another one of my, well, I think probably quite pointless videos, but it's YouTube. Everyone puts up pointless videos, don't they? Anyway, this one hopefully won't be too pointless. This is what's referred to as an EDC, an everyday carry pack, and I've had one of varying sizes for a while now, various bits and pieces of content as well. But I finally decided to invest in something that was a bit more sturdy, certainly for a start, and a lot more holding space, because I found there's always bits and pieces that I wanted to have with me all the time. Other bits I thought maybe, oh, that'd be handy to carry, but I haven't got the space to carry. So finally invested in a proper EDC pack. Now this isn't anything particularly expensive, this pack. This was a $5.99 special from eBay. I've tested it, it's fairly waterproof, so no need to go out and really buy really expensive equipment, but this pack really holds everything I want it to, and I'm going to go through in this video all of the contents of my pack. We'll start from the front really. We've got a little clip lock at the front, and first is an all-weather notebook. This does work, I've tried it. As anyone knows, over this Easter weekend here in England, especially in the south, we had quite appalling weather, and I popped it in the garden just to test it. Just stood in sort of doorway, didn't want to get too wet, but tested it out with a pen and a pencil, and it actually works really fine. And this actually came from, and a couple of other bits in fact came from the Prepper's shop, which I'll post a link to in the comments section on the video. I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me for anything that I talk about from them, which just they happen to be really, well, from what I'm familiar with, the premier sort of prepping shop in the UK so far. I think they're based in Bedfordshire, I think. And if you're interested in this sort of stuff, or you want to try out for the first time, go there. They even do custom built prepping bags, EDC bags, bug out bags, shit hit the fan bags, all that sort of stuff. They're really, really good and quite reasonably priced as well. I think this was only £1.80, a couple of quid maybe at the most, and it really does work. So yeah, definitely something I always carry, because you never know when you want to write something down. Silly as it sounds, but you do. I'm not one who relies on phones and everything all the time anyway. Next thing, we have a little pen pocket, but I use it for my Ralston LED light. AAA power. Can't really see it too well in this light, but it is actually really powerful. We had a blackout here early hours of what would have been Sunday morning, I think. No, Monday morning. Early hours of Monday morning here in Essex, and actually came in really handy. I have a headlamp from Ralston as well, which isn't in this pack, but again, powered by a couple of AA's, and it did the trick. Trust me, it really did the trick. On the back, got a carabiner. Nothing again too expensive, just helpful just to hang some bits on. I also keep on the back some cable ties, some zip ties. Now, without wanting to get too funny about this, I actually took this idea from another prepper whose video I saw on eBay, another UK prepper, and said that it's actually really, really helpful to have zip ties. Occasionally I work in our garden and stuff, and you're begging for something to tie up branches and things like that. They are obviously suitable for far more purposes than just tying up a couple of branches to a stick. But it's always handy to have something like that, and I've proven it as well in the past with zip ties. So I thought, well, why not? This guy seemed to think it was a good idea. I'm going to have some zip ties. So I always keep 4, maybe 5 zip ties in the back of this now. Just for those moments where you just really need to tie something up without being saucy. If we have a look in the first pouch, I'm going to take it all out. We'll have a look at it all. Keep some tape, some electrical tape. That is proper electrical insulation tape as well, but it's also strong and durable, so it really, really works. Here we have a Liax, I think it's pronounced Liax, flint and striker. Now this is particularly really cool because it has got a whistle on the end, which is, I think, fairly audible. This one, I'm not going to try it on the video, but I have tried it. Quite an audible whistle. We've got a little, I don't know if you can see it in the video there, a little compass at the top. Again, have tried it against better compasses, and it does work. It is really quite accurate at that. So, but then I think building compasses isn't that tricky anyway. But again, proven that that is actually not a piece of crap. That actually does work. This was about 5-6 quid off eBay. If we open it up, we've got a removable and replaceable striking stick. I don't quite know what they're actually called. And this one's actually used with a knife. This doesn't have a strike on its own, but I guess you could use these bits on the side here, I guess. And then in this little, oops, spilled it all out already, that's clever, we have some fluid soaked tinder as well. So that's all ready to go. Next up we have a small little pocket tape measure. Always use tape measure, always do. We have a tiny little multi-tool. I'm sure you know what multi-tools look like. I probably don't need to go through all this, but you've got some pliers on there, and you've got the usual bottle opener, can opener, knife, file, a couple of screwdriver bits, the usual things. But this isn't one of those giant Leatherman ones. I want one of them. This is a nice little pocket-sized multi-tool, and I've got a little clip on there just in case I need to clip it onto a belt or anything. Now I have a friend who will get this if she sees this video. I have a spork. Bloody handy. Really, really bloody handy to have a spork. You know, it sounds ridiculous, but it's the perfect utensil. It's not sharp, but it's kind of rounded enough to cut through most food, and perfect enough for eating with. I've actually tested this out the other day with a bowl of noodles, just to see what it was like, because it wasn't that, again, prepper shop, it wasn't that expensive. £1.50, something like that. And bloody hell, it really, really is great. You grab the hold of the noodles, you've got all the soup in it and everything. It's a nice little spork, that one. Need to tighten this up a little bit, but apart from that, you can't complain for £1.50. Prepper shop, always carry a spork. What else we got in the front pouch here? We have now, I'm debating on whether or not to keep this in here, because UK law is really, really stupid. But then also a lot of UK people are really stupid when it comes to knives. Yes, it is a lock knife. Okay, I think it's a 2-inch blade on that one. Sharp as hell. I had to fix, I don't know if you can see this on the video, I had to fix the rod, I don't know what it's called, but the rod that goes through it with a screw, because it was flopping around all over the place, which probably meant therefore it wasn't illegal anymore. But now, because it does lock properly, it technically is illegal in this country, and I'm debating whether or not to actually keep it in there. I'm not an idiot, you know. I have a couple of other knives as well, but I am seriously considering whether or not it's necessary to carry that, so I think I might just put that one aside for now. We delve deeper. Now this again, something for me, for the garden, which is a portable saw. It's one of those wire saws, again, prepper shop, £2.50, I think that was, might be wrong. Haven't obviously tried that one out. That's purely for emergencies only, really. If the shit hits the fan and it all goes a bit purge, I could use it as a garrote, I guess. I'm not intending to, because unless we have a zombie apocalypse, then that's fine. But you know, if the world goes all purge anarchy, no. Used for cutting wood, that's all it should be used for. I think that might be everything for the front pouch. We'll have a, I don't know if you can see in the video, but you can see, oh no, I've got one more thing in here, actually. We have a knife sharpener. This came from a shop that's recently opened in town, here in Clacton. This was £3, and it's a really good sharpener. I've actually sharpened all my knives with this. I know Ramirez, you know, get the proper Japanese whetstones and everything. I can't afford any of that stuff, so you have to work on a budget. Simple put, slide down that end, tighten up that cap there till it's nice and tight, and you've got sharpening. tool. There, it's ridged as well, so you can blunt it, fine it. It's got flat end there as well. Whatever you need to do regarding sharpening a knife for £3, can't go wrong with that. Yeah, so let's have a look inside the pouch, just for space reasons. We've got a little mesh pocket in there and a nice big open space there to hold all of that. And I can get more into that front pouch if I wanted to, but everything you see there so far is all I need to carry in that front part. So we're going to move all that away. In we go into the second side. Hand gel. Probably should cover that up. Hand gel. Right. Any brand will do. You know, Purell, pharmacy brand one, supermarket brand one. I've used all different ones, and they all get your hands nice and bacteria free. They all work absolutely fine, and I can't recommend enough how handy a little bottle of that is. Ibuprofen, best all-round anti-inflammatory painkiller, really. You know, what can be said about ibuprofen, really? Always carry ibuprofen, unless obviously you can't take it or you're allergic to it, but carry some sort of painkiller, preferably a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, and ibuprofen really is the best all-rounder for that. We have a couple of AAA batteries for my torches in a waterproof bag. I have a lighter, again in a waterproof bag for fire making, if you ever feel the need. Again, because I have quite a big garden here, lighting bonfires, things like that, usually light a small torch and then put it to the fire instead of just trying to, you know, fire it up, doing old Eddie Hitler, firing it up straight into a into a bonfire. Not smart. So handy. Have another pocket knife tied to the little clip here. This is Victorinox, really simple. I don't even know what model this is, and the body don't even make it anymore. But it's got the usuals on it: toothpick and, you know, pair of tweezers. Again, nice sharp blade, bottle opener, can opener, and for the sommeliers out there, a cork bottle opener. What have we got? Alright, we also have a styptic pencil. Now, the reason I carry a styptic pencil is because of cuts and nicks. It's really good at just getting them shut as soon as possible. Now, obviously won't do for major wounds or anything like that, but if you get a little, you know, cut your finger on a knife, say for example, styptic pencil. We have a Sharpie and a pencil in a waterproof bag. Kendall mint cake. Now, Kendall mint cake. Always handy to have, from what I've seen over countless videos regarding prepping and EDCs and bug out bags, some sort of nutrition and some sort of food supply. Now, this is an EDC, so I don't need to carry anything too much. And I'm a diabetic, I'm a type 2 diabetic. And I find more often not my blood sugar runs low rather than I go into a hyper, so I have a hypo rather than a hypoglycemic attack. And things like this and things like glucotabs work really well for getting my sugar levels back up. And a little bit of Kendall mint cake, as I say, bit of chocolate even, bit of sort of high energy bars or dextrose tablets, anything like that really is perfect for this. I have a Victorinox credit card multi-tool as well, magnifying glass. You've got little multi screwdriver bit on there. That's cool actually. That has served me so well in the past. Little light on there which is dying. Pair of scissors, little knife, ruler, pen in there as well, and another pair of tweezers as well. Little mini sewing kit. There, really straightforward. A few strands of black and white. You know, safety pin, a few needles, all the sort of stuff. Never want to get caught short if something breaks, so you tear your pants or something. I think that is actually it. Yes, we'll just have a quick look at the inside. Again, nothing too dissimilar to the first. We've got another little pocket there, nice reservoir of space in there for everything I carry in the back, and another little clip on there as well. So again, just helps with the storage. And that, all to be said, as he's waffled on for 15 minutes now, is it. That is my EDC and contents. I do recommend for anybody really having something. It doesn't have to be anything this big. It can be just a little pouch with, let's say, especially something like dextrose tablets or a fruit bar or something, and certainly things like hand gel, a small sort of Swiss Army knife. Or these are actually really great. These are actually really great to carry around all the time. If you don't have an EDC, they go in your wallet or your purse. They're brilliant, and they're not too expensive either. I've had loads of these in the past. One of which got actually taken off me at Stansted Airport because, being a bit of prat, I left it in my wallet. And of course, offensive weapon. So I had to go and get another one. But wouldn't be without one of these. These are brilliant. Yeah, otherwise to say, apart from the lock knife, probably not going to keep that in there, to be honest with you. Don't want to get caught short. But any size sort of little pack, I can't recommend enough for having one. They are just so helpful, because you never know when you're going to need to cut something or hold something together, tape something up. Yeah, shaking hands with someone who's got the flu and they don't believe in tissues, you know, it doesn't matter. Just carry little bits and pieces. Ideally, what I'd want to do if I had the money, I'd want to have a proper bug out bag, like a 3-day bug out, you know, shit hits the fan bag, because I'm slightly paranoid. You know, they are a lot more expensive to put together, but not impossible. So, but anyway, if this has interested you, go on YouTube, have a look at all the different videos about EDCs and prepping in general. Anything that you're interested in, I've shown. I can't recommend Prepper Shop enough. Again, not being sponsored by Prepper Shop, but they're really, really great, really, really reasonably priced as well. And they're in the UK, because most of these places are in the States. You know, so you know, if you buy from the States, obviously you've got crazy international postage and probably customs get involved, especially if you're buying anything remotely sharp. So go to Prepper Shop, really, really cool. It's a shame actually the old Army and Navies have gone from this country. They were awesome shops. Anyway, that's it. An EDC, an everyday carry. Thanks for watching.